Yo, what is going on, guys? It's Toby here, and today we're going to Antarctica with the family. Fellas, say what's up.
Hello.
And just ripping a diaper off her face. Alright, so these are the seats. We're in business class. Liram, what are you doing? Even though if you guys can hear me right now on the airplane, I'm not even trying to talk loudly, but we're going on a cruise in Antarctica, and we have to fly to Chile first, so this is what I'm showing right now, the seats and everything. Bella, what are you doing?
I'm putting a cushion on.
Are you excited, Mom? Now all the cushions are set, so we're ready to go. I think I'm gonna pop on a movie, but the cool thing about this whole trip is that we're on the same time zone, so I'm gonna be super tired and probably knock out halfway through this. It's cool, they even have waters in here. You see it?
Yeah.
In here, on this side.
And a little bag with like a sleeping mask and lotion, stuff like that.
And this right here is all the adjustments for the seats, so I think they fully recline out, so it becomes a bed. It's super, super cool. Giving us more diapers? Thank you.
Changed them.
We also have a menu here for dinner, so you have to write in your selections. What do you think you're gonna get?
I don't know.
You can do some more looking. So they can actually wake you up for breakfast. Like, you select this right here. If you're sleeping, they'll wake you up and give you whatever you order. If not, you can just check off if you're awake. Dinner-wise, I think I'm gonna go with the short ribs. So those are right here. What is that, breakfast or what?
No, that's dinner.
We can actually select movies now, so I'm gonna get one going. This is a remote. I think I'm gonna watch this new Marvel movie because I haven't seen that yet, but I'm gonna grab the headphones. I'm still trying to figure out what's going on with my car because right now I have like a couple degrees of knock, and I'm pretty sure it's false knock. So I went to the strip the other day and did a pass, and I trapped like for a stock coyote time, so it was super weird. The car was pulling bunches of timing. Off we go now. Currently getting all cozy for this movie, so we can recline all the way, bring my feet up. Boom, just like that, the 7-hour flight is over, and now we're in Chile, so you can see all the Andes Mountains in the background. Officially the next day, so we got off the plane at 7 a.m., went through the whole health check thing where you have to get a COVID test, and we're done quarantining because we all passed through the COVID test for now. We haven't gotten all the results back, but I have. I just wanted to show you the view from the room in Chile. So the sun is setting right now. Now, one thing that's super weird about the sunset here is that it doesn't set until 9 p.m. So it's actually almost 9 p.m. right now. We're here at the Ritz until tomorrow, and then we're gonna take our flight to Antarctica. So Mom, are we going to Antarctica tomorrow, or are we staying at the island? We're going to Antarctica?
Of course we are.
This is an update on everything that has happened since the last time I filmed a video. So the last time I opened up the camera and filmed something was in Santiago. So we flew from Santiago, Chile to Punta Arenas, and my mom never got back her COVID results. So she actually got it back while we were on the plane. The test came back via email, and guess what? She tested positive, and now they stuck us in quarantine. So this is day 6 of being in this room right here. Well, actually, I'll explain something real quick. I was not in this room to begin with. I was in a room with a window facing a brick wall, so there was no sunlight for 6 days. I recently just got moved to this room, but now I'm being forced to quarantine with the rest of my family, and I have a ton to fill you guys in on. So my mom and sister are not here because they were the only ones that tested positive. After the few days passed, I think 3 or 4 days after my mom tested positive, and basically we got extracted from the plane, which I have to dive into right now. Actually, I know I'm a little bit all over the place, but I need to fill everyone in on exactly what happened. So when we landed on the plane, some COVID workers or government health workers showed up in their full like protective gear, not hazmat, but almost hazmat, and they escorted us off the plane and threw us into vans. And they also took us to a hotel. So this is the hotel. Can't really see anything. I'm not allowed to leave my room. I haven't seen or been outside. I haven't walked on the side of the street for 6 days now. And they just took us here, dropped us off, and told us that we're gonna have a 7-day quarantine. But since then, my mom and my sister have been sent to a different facility, which I don't really understand why that's the case, because there are other positive people here too. I guess they suspect them of Omicron, like that variant or whatever that is. So there are a ton of other rooms here, and everyone is positive on this floor except for me and my stepdad Liram. I showed you all him earlier in the vlog. I suppose this is a quick room tour. So once again, this is a lot better than my last room. Oh my god, I'm looking kind of skinny right there because I haven't been fed to the right quantity that I usually eat, and I haven't been able to work out, so this is craziness. But this is like, I guess, a hanging clothes rack, whatever you want to call that. Here's my suitcase, here's the bed, and this is a lot better than the room I was in before. If I can go to the other room, I will show you right before I leave. Hopefully they let me out of here soon. This right here is the bathroom. So we do have a shower in here. It kind of just runs hot all the time because the water heater is broken broken, I think, so there's no controlling that. And then this is all my cosmetics and all of that. Now, I'm not supposed to open this, but we can take a peek out here. Chilean government is watching us on that camera, and this is the floor with a bunch of people with COVID on it. I can get into my stepdad's room right before I leave. I'm absolutely gonna do so and film the whole thing because that's gonna give you an idea of what my room looked like before. There was no sunlight. Like, I can't emphasize this enough. Like, it was dark 24/7. Not to mention, it was also boiling hot. So it was like easily over 85 degrees because there was no ventilation whatsoever and there's no AC units in here. This is just a heater. So you're really screwed in that room. This is the day after Christmas. So I did receive a gift from the cruise line we were supposed to go on for Antarctica. That's obviously not happening anymore because we've been stuck in this quarantine and they already left. Matter of fact, there are 19 people from our cruise who tested positive in the same facility or hotel. But they did drop off this gift, so we're gonna open it up and see what's going on with that. I mean, that was nice of them. I didn't really want to film until today because I was really upset and off. I was actually emailing the US Embassy to see if they could get me out, but let's see what they gave me here. Oh, so they gave me a box of chocolates. That's really nice of them. They gave me some protein bars. Yeah, so I mean, that's some snacks. We are set on a specific eating schedule here. I'm going to show you also where my mom and my sister are staying. It's completely inhumane. It looks like a motel, and they're feeding them like bread as lunch and then bread as dinner. So it's like a COVID diet, quote unquote, and it's really low calorie. It's stupid. It makes no sense at all. I also have this here, cereal bar, another protein bar from them. So yeah, I guess I need these snacks because I'm not getting enough calories here while I sit here and basically do nothing. And they also gave me this cool Antarctica shirt. That's pretty cool, but I mean, this is straight from hell. I guess my mom told them that I don't eat sugar because this is 0% sugar and a cereal bar. I'm gonna try it out and see if it's any good. I'm starving here. This right here is what they're feeding my mom. So you can see it's like a sandwich or whatever with a few pieces of salami. That's the suggested COVID diet. But imagine paying all this money to go to Antarctica on a beautiful cruise, like a ship of a lifetime, and then you end up here in this hotel. What even is this? This is horrible. And then they make you put this on. Mind you, they're both asymptomatic completely. The thing I haven't even spoke about is how the hotel manager here actually went and bought us some supplies, and he got fined by the Chilean government because they were watching him on the camera. So I'm gonna be super quiet so nobody hears me talk about this or anything. But basically, he got fined, and then he tried to sell my mom a fake Louis Vuitton bag for $2,300 US so that it would cover the cost of the fine without ever actually showing it. This is absolutely absurd. I've been doing home workouts. I'll fill you all in what I've been doing, but it's like crazy because I go to the gym 6 times a week and I have nothing to do here. I feel like I'm just wasting. I mean, I'm just doing my job and editing YouTube videos and doing TikToks, but besides that, I literally have nothing to do. But we will show the full home workouts that I'm doing and the process of ordering food. They are in fact testing me tomorrow, so if I test positive, which I really hope I don't, they're gonna keep me, I don't even know for how long. I'm actually starting at the University of Florida on January 5th, and it's already what, the day after Christmas? It's 26th. So if I test positive anytime during this day, I will be stuck here right when my semester starts, and I don't know what I'm gonna do. Additionally, right now, if I test negative tomorrow when they come test me, because the whole department is coming here, they suspect us of Omicron or whatever, and not to be insensitive or anything, but this is kind of crazy at this point because the home US regulations is that you only have to do a 5-day quarantine if you're asymptomatic right now. So I'm not really sure why I've been sitting here when I've consistently tested negative and I have no symptoms at all. But anyways, as I was saying, if I test negative tomorrow, I can leave on the 31st. So I was never supposed to do a 10-day quarantine. I don't know where they came up with that. It was only supposed to be 7. I was supposed to be able to leave at midnight on the 28th, but apparently it got extended for whatever reason. And if I test negative tomorrow, I can leave on the 31st and I'll be back in the States on the 1st. So let's hope and pray that's gonna happen. I almost forgot to show this note, but they also put this in my Christmas gift from the cruise. They said, "Dear Toby, hope you're feeling good. I've been trying to help you from the outside. Best, Gabby." So that was really sweet of them. I mean, still stuck here, but that was really sweet for them to try and comfort me. But as I mentioned earlier, so that manager guy actually makes runs for us whenever we need something. So say we run out of toothpaste or a toothbrush like so, he has to go and buy it after we give him money, and he'll come back and bring it to us. This whole experience is truly a shame because I'm locked up in quarantine for 10+ days. I can't walk outside, I can't do anything, I literally have no freedoms, and this is where we were supposed to be at right now, on this ship right here. So it looks like a James Bond ship. we would have been in Antarctica, just cruising around, enjoying ourselves. I mean, this thing is absolutely beautiful. I'll show a few more pictures if my computer will allow me to. I forgot I cracked the screen, so it's probably not going to work. But yeah, the cruise ship is an icebreaker, and you just go through. I think we've been rescheduled to next year, because obviously, once again, we're not going. Where we are right now was literally the last stop before we got on the ship, so I can zoom through these pictures. I don't really know why I'm doing this to myself, but these are the cabins. It would have been, I mean, a beautiful experience. You go around, you just cruise, there's a whole gym on there, and we would have been able to see all of Antarctica. Would have truly been amazing. We were also going to do exactly this, so take a flight from Punta Arenas, or however you say that. My Spanish is rough, even though I'm Hispanic myself, and you're supposed to take a flight to some sort of port, and then from there you go to Antarctica, but we only made it to a Punta Arenas, obviously. That was the badass plane that we were supposed to take from here to Antarctica, basically to board the ship. Would have seen Happy Feet himself, so that really sucks, but it is what it is. Until next year, I suppose. Looks like we potentially might have some bad weather out here. Now, one thing that's pretty cool is that it's hot during the day here, and then it gets super cold at night, but here's the process for ordering food. So you scan a QR code with a piece of paper. I don't know where it is. I think I lost it, but you just scan it, and then you can select, and here are the set hours. So you can eat dinner from 7:30 to like 11:30, something like that, or 10:30, and then lunch is from 12:30 to 2:30, and you have this whole menu to select whatever you want, and they'll bring it to you. It just so happened to have just texted me, so the food was ready, and I picked it up from out there. So they put it on this little bench right there, and then I just pick it up. See, the food is pretty decent. So what I ordered here is some beef tenderloin with some potatoes, it looks like. So this should be pretty good. Only thing that bothers me about the whole eating situation is that it's during set hours, and it's only like 2 dishes per day, because I don't eat breakfast, and usually I'll eat like 3 to 4 times a day when I'm at home, excluding breakfast. There isn't actually a table in here, but this is what I'll say. From the 6 days that I've been here, this is the best dish that I've ever had, so I just keep ordering this every single day because I've had a bad experience with a few of the other ones. I suppose that the bed has turned into my table. This is the quote-unquote sunset, so it's actually 10 p.m. at night, and it's still this light out. I'm not used to this at all because the sun usually sets at 6 p.m. and then it's pitch black at home on the East Coast. I actually live in Florida, as you guys probably know. Honestly, it definitely throws off your sleep schedule, but I'm gonna hit up a home workout, so I'm gonna be hitting chest. Anyways, for the at-home chest day, I'm gonna be doing 4 sets of 30 reps each, and I'm gonna throw in some variations. So maybe I'll do the triangle one, and then I'll go to the wide. Whatever is gonna make it work out for me, we're gonna make the best of the situation. I can't wait to get back in the gym and on my usual normal diet. I know I've lost a serious amount of weight already. Fast forward a couple of days and I actually tested positive, so I have to be transported from this facility to another. My mom actually worked out a really cool deal where I'm gonna be staying at an Airbnb apartment all by myself. So obviously I have to pack everything up to get ready to go. My suitcase is almost done. I just need to make sure I didn't leave anything in the dressers or anything, and then grab these few pairs of shirts and we're good to go. Should have filmed the whole testing experience because that was interesting within itself. They came in like hazmat suits. Now these are government workers, so they work for the health ministry, and they stuck nose swab up my nose and left within 5 minutes. It completely slipped my mind because I thought they were coming later in the day, like 10 or 11 a.m. and they showed up at 8. So they knocked on my door, I jumped up, completely slipped my mind once again. I didn't grab the camera to film it, and then they just left. But I will film it when they retest me so that I can leave. Apparently there's supposed to be some sort of medical ambulance that's transporting me from this hotel right here to the apartment that I'm staying at for the next 7 days. Another weird thing that happened while I was here was that we lost power and running tap water, but when they turned on the tap water, it was running like mud. So my stepdad actually washed his clothes in the shower without knowing, and they came out yellow. I'll put pictures of it right there, and I'll also show the shower running, and it was just like straight muck. It was yellow and like muddy. It was nasty. Just about everything is all packed up, so I have my bag right there, the suitcase, and we're ready to go. Just gotta put the computer away. Apparently the medical ambulance is here, but I'm ready to go. So this is the first time I'm leaving the room in like a week or 2. I don't even know. Wait, I've been here for like 6-7 days now. Grab that, put it on top. This right here is the new spot where I'm gonna be staying for the rest of my quarantine, so 8 more days or something like that. It's a major upgrade from where I was before, and it's a big difference from where my mom and my sister had to stay. It was literally like a prison. I'm gonna have to show pictures and videos of all of that because they took videos of what they were eating, and I mentioned this before, but it was horrible, and the rooms looked terrible too. It was really like they were incarcerated. Let's do a brief little house tour. So we got my luggages, a couch right here. This is the kitchen area, so you do have a stove and everything, and my mom went ahead and bought me some snacks. She's the best because she got me in here. I would have been in that prison type of area. Over here we have some sort of backyard with a brick wall on it, and then this is our bathroom area. So the shower is pretty nice. I mean, this is a lot better than where my sister and my mom stayed. I'm not complaining. This is beautiful actually. So if we go up the stairs, I really like the wood here. I mean, this has always been my favorite, but we're gonna go up here and look at the rooms. We've got one room in here with twin size beds. I'm not gonna be using that, and then we have the bigger room right here. So I suppose this is like a vacation Airbnb where you come to Chile with your family right before going to Antarctica. No, I'm just joking, not everyone does that. But this is a pretty cool setup for vacation. And as you can see, there are 2 floors. As far as UF goes, I'm not really sure what I'm gonna do because on January 5th, my semester begins and I do have in-person classes. It's no longer all online. So that's gonna be interesting. I'm gonna do what I can, but I'm most likely gonna end up missing the first week. But I'll be chilling in here. Also just did a test, so you can see my positive result right here. This is the antigen quick result, 2 lines, but I need to figure out what I should do for food. So I'm gonna use Uber Eats, put the address in here, and they should order me something up and deliver it. This is kind of crazy, but the entire time I've been asymptomatic. I said it earlier within the vlog, and I literally do not feel anything. I could go run a marathon right now. I've also devised a strategy to try and get out of quarantine a little bit faster, so I'm gonna keep self-testing myself with these rapid tests at home. These are for the antigen, and hopefully I'll test negative on that. So the second that I test negative before January 5th, I'm gonna lab order a PCR test. There I'll get special permission from the United States to return back. So all I need is a negative PCR, and the US Embassy will give me a note to get out of here. Apparently this is the Chilean Uber Eats, so you can see that right there. Pedidos ya, or pedidos ya. This was kind of unexpected and absolutely insane. So I can order sushi here within Chile. This is literally the Chilean Uber Eats. Definitely gonna get a huge pizza because I've lost weight. So I was on a fixed eating schedule at the other place at that hotel, so they only fed me twice a day because I don't eat breakfast, and I could just feel the 10 pounds that got shedded off. It's not good at all. This pizza was actually mad decent. I'm eating like I've been starved for weeks on end. New Year's Eve now, and my mom, Liram, and Bella are leaving today, so they're the lucky ones that get to leave early because they tested positive earlier on. Well, Liram actually never tested positive, but I also need to do a self-test today. Here they are. They're coming to visit me for the last time before they go back home.
To survive. To survive.
Thank you, Mom.
Quarantine in Chile.
Look at Liram. Aren't you guys lucky going home today?
Yes, I'm sorry, son. I'm sorry. I wish you'd come with us.
They're on the flight back home. It's time to do another self-test. Hopefully I test negative because it's been a few days now, so let's see what happens. Don't think the Chilean government is going to let me leave early even if I test negative with an official lab result, but we'll see what happens. I actually did this same exact test last time. I'm supposed to cough deeply about 4 times, so I'm going to try to cough. I don't need to, but let's do it. And then you use this contraption right here and fill it up to saliva to the first line. So you're supposed to spit in it, and no, I'm not gonna show that on camera because that's disgusting. Take the buffer, which is in this packet right here, and pour it in with the saliva. Right now I'm getting the whole buffer thing sorted out, so it's supposed to tear off fairly easily. Yeah, I got it right there. And then you take this, pour it into our little test tube. So there goes the buffer. It's kind of coming out weird, but all of it poured out now. And now we just mix it and get the result. This right here is the cap for it, and you just mix it 3 to 5 times. So that's 2, this is 3, 4, 5. It's ready to go. From here, it's fairly simple. You just do 2 drops. So that's 1, 2. And we await the test results. You're supposed to wait about 15 minutes to get an accurate test result. You can see the line going up right now. There it goes. So it's supposed to be on a flat surface so that it can distribute evenly, and we just have to wait now. The red line right there is actually the control line, so I still have to wait on the T line to see if it develops. If not, I'm negative. Now I ended up being negative, but the Chilean government still won't let me escape from here. They won't let me out of the country because it's kind of set up so I have to wait until the end of my quarantine period. Even if I test negative, it really doesn't make any sense whatsoever. Like Oops, but I couldn't be any more negative than I am right now. So one line is absolutely negative. I don't have a second line at all. Hey boys, so I spoke to the doctor that the Chilean government assigned and asked if I could leave early because I tested negative, and she said I have to stay here until January 5th. What exactly is the reasoning for that? Well, I don't really get it. I'm not serving time. I should be able to leave quarantine as soon as I test negative. The country couldn't be more corrupt if you ask me, and my mom and my sister paid to literally get tortured. So they weren't allowed to get tampons when they needed it. They asked for it. They got denied. It was basically a violation of human rights in all sorts of matters. No hot showers. They weren't allowed to see each other. They weren't allowed to go outside. And they were basically fed nothing on a supposed COVID diet. So they were given a piece of bread and salami every day. My sister came out of that place looking like a complete stick. Like, she lost at least 10 pounds. So I'm not really sure why you're paying over $4,000 to be incarcerated. It's really messed up because in any other country, the second you test negative, you're allowed out of quarantine. So I should be back in the States by now. Today is finally the day where they're gonna decide whether or not I can go home or I have to stay an additional 4 days. So they're gonna do an antigen test on me. They're actually on the way. Hi.
Hola, buenos
Doing the test?
Sí, ¿todo bien, Adrián?
Yep.
Entonces mañana te va a quedar afuera.
Sit here.
Toby, tu pasaporte.
It's upstairs.
Sí.
You gotta go get it?
Sí.
Okay. They just walked away with the test, but I am going home, boys. After 17 days of being stuck here, I am going home. This is nuts. I just tested negative, so I have a flight tomorrow at 6 p.m. Now, thank God I'm leaving Chile today. I can finally return to normal life. I get to go to the gym. I get to wander freely, walk around, get whatever food I want, but I just packed all my stuff up. They're actually coming in 20 minutes to pick me up and take me to the airport. Okay, so we need to get this closed. This is always the most difficult part because I can never get it right and I just bunch up my clothes, so I don't think that's gonna work. All right, so I think I've got it. I'm just gonna put some ooga doogas into it, put some weight on it, and we'll be able to close it. And just like that, I'm all set to go. Let me get out of here and never come back to this country again. When I tell you boys I'm excited to get home, I am excited. Like, I am ready. Here we go. Right now I'm trying to check in, but they're checking my documents, so hopefully everything's okay. I just got to show them my doctor's note that I recovered from COVID. Now, apparently there's a problem with my reservation, so they gave me my luggage back and kicked me off to the side. So this is ridiculous. I'm about to miss my flight. Well, they finally let me through. That was a mess. I don't know why they weren't letting me go, but I just went through security and now I got to find the gate. Now I'm just about getting ready to board, so the line's out there. We got to hop in. Officially now one step closer to getting home, so we're boarding the plane now. I'm walking through to get on it. Oh, I literally had to run to this flight, but we're getting on the second one now. This one goes straight to Miami. And I finally made it, Jesus. I tell you guys I had to run to this flight, I'm not even joking. I had to sprint to make it, and I barely even made it. So I'm covered in sweat now on this long 12-hour flight. See, I'm probably just gonna relax and watch a few movies like I did on the way here before I knew what was gonna go down on this trip. Or I'm just gonna edit some YouTube vlogs, and that all depends on if I have power, because my computer's about to die. So close to being home, it's just the last stretch. You guys know the drill, so just like the first flight, you can order what you want to eat, and I selected all of that, and it should come, so we're good now.
So just dropped off the dinner right here, and if we open it up, this is what I ordered.
Almost done eating the whole thing. That was pretty good, not gonna lie. And now it's time for some fruit. So only 6 hours left till I get home. But I am gonna take a nap now. Now Cody is picking me up with Sally at Miami International Airport, so that's gonna be awesome. I get to drive her home, but I'm gonna be super, super tired. Once again, there's only 5 hours left. Here's the sleeping setup though, so I'm fully reclined. Still waiting on the bags to come. I just got off the plane, but Cody's almost here with Sally. He's only 40 minutes away, so by the time that I get my bag, I think he'll be here. To be honest, I have no clue how I'm not tired, but Cody should be pulling through here any second now. I'm definitely gonna sleep when I get home and then go to the gym. Here he comes, Mr. Cody. Pick me up at the airport in Sally. That is so sick. She looks so mean. Oh my God. I can't sell her, boys. I can't sell her. Up, Cody?
She makes a little noise.
Yeah, I could hear it coming from all the way back there. That's how I knew it was you. And the RTR. Currently on the way back home. It's been so long since I've driven this car. It feels so good. Like, look at that Gen 2. Oh, is that red or orange? I think
Looks like
red.
I think it's like comp orange actually.
Really?
Yeah.
It's red. Truck just flew by me. Dude, it pulls so much harder with the advanced track off. Like, just wanted to share this beautiful sunrise real quick. So we're about 5 minutes from home. We just have to go over that bridge and we're back at the apartment. Just need to take all of my luggage out of the car and I'm gonna go up to the apartment. So that's just about gonna do it for this video. If you guys enjoyed this video, please remember to comment, like, and subscribe. And I'm so happy to be home, but I'll see you in the next one.